Hey, thanks for joining this lecture on the elements of crime. Now, in this video, we're going to explore some of the key concepts that constitute the elements of crime, as well as provide some examples to help you understand these concepts more clearly. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first element we're going to discuss is what's known as actus reus, which refers to the physical act or conduct of the crime. Now, actus reus involves the voluntary and deliberate action or omission that constitutes the prohibitive behavior. So let me give you an example of that. In the crime of theft, for example, the actus reus would be the physical act of taking someone else's property without their consent. The second element of crime is mens rea, which deals with the mental state or the intent of the offender. Now, mens rea involves the awareness of the wrongful nature of the act and the intention to engage in the prohibitive behavior. Now, there are different levels of mens rea that we're going to explore now. The first element is purpose. Now, this refers to a conscious and deliberate intention to commit a crime. An example of a defendant acting with purpose would be if they set fire to a building with the intent to cause damage or harm. That would mean that they purposefully committed the act of arson. The next way to prove mens rea is with knowledge. Now, this involves the awareness and knowledge that one's actions would lead to the commission of a crime. For example, if a person sells illegal drugs, knowing that they are engaged in an illicit activity, then they have knowingly committed a crime, and so mens rea would be established. The third way of proving mens rea is with recklessness. Now, recklessness refers to a conscious disregard for a substantial and unjustifiable risk that one's actions could potentially cause harm. For example, if someone drives a car at a high rate of speed through a crowded area, knowing that it would result in injury or death, then they acted recklessly. Lastly, we have negligence. Now, negligence involves a failure to exercise reasonable care or a failure to act when there is a duty to do so, resulting in harm. An example of negligence is a driver who fails to obey traffic rules and as a result causes an accident due to their inattentiveness or carelessness. Now, let's go ahead and bring these concepts together with a practical example. Let's consider the crime of burglary. The actus reus of burglary would be the physical act of unlawfully entering a building or structure with the intent to commit a crime inside. Now, the mens rea would involve the mental state of intending to commit a crime inside the premises. So if somebody breaks into a house with the intent to steal valuable items, they possess the necessary means for burglary. It's important to note that different crimes require different levels of mens rea. For example, some crimes may require a higher level of intent, such as purpose or knowledge, while others may only require a lower level, such as recklessness or negligence. As we conclude this video, I just want to emphasize that the elements of crime include actus reus, which focuses on the physical act or conduct, and mens rea, which deals with the mental state or intent of the offender. Understanding these elements is essential to establishing criminal liability. Remember that specific elements may vary depending upon the jurisdiction and the offense itself, but these concepts help form the foundation of criminal law. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.